And what's up, everyone? Firstly, I would like to apologize for starting a bit late. Um,
Hey,
I had to finish work a bit late than normal, so now apologize. But yeah, welcome to the For the Boys podcast. This podcast is created for everyone to jump on, and it's also a safe place to share your journey and stories. We all have our own personal journey and the struggles. So, what better way to do that than have a platform like the For the Boys podcast to, I guess, have a what do you call it? What do you call it when to
just
unload?
open up, man. Unload.
Yeah,
Yeah.
unload, open up, and yeah,
Yes.
let it all out. Um, yeah, we're a bunch of boys, but we do allow or not allow stupid, but we do have women joining in too. So if you're interested, yeah, jump on. I'm Teza, by the way.
I'm Swanky the Second. Whether you're watching our live stream or listening through our audio podcast, thank you for joining us. Thank you for tuning in. Uh, Also, I want to run it back and say thank you to last week's guest.
The
Uh,
legends,
yo,
the
to
legends of
those
the
who
game, West
are
Swiss,
cams.
the also cams.
Cams ripped for the back of the 135.
Yep, 135.
The
Back of the
West
135.
Swiss. Yeah.
If you haven't heard or listened to or seen any of the podcasts, just Google West West Net, and yeah,
Yo, shout Cams for taking the time to join us last week. And yeah, apologize for the also Matthew show.
if you also,
He's currently keeping Auckland moving.
as always, he's always going to be one of us keeping
So,
Auckland moving. And I had just finished. That's why we had to run this back a bit late. Um,
Shadows. I didn't want to talk to myself, hey. So I thought I'll wait for you.
that's me every time. I'm like, fuck,
It's like,
someone
I
jump
don't
on,
want to
eh?
talk to myself, Uzo.
Someone jump
I'm
on.
just,
Sorry, and to the chat, come through if you want a conversation with us. If you want to chat, post up any questions in the box or the messages or
yes,
post.
please.
Come through, message. Um, we want to hear something from you guys as well because it's not. It's like I say in most of our previous podcasts. This podcast is only it's only good if you guys are joining in. So fucking hell.
Nah,
Jesus.
you sound perfect to me, bro.
Shadows.
It could be mine. It could be mine. I don't know.
If it's playing up, can someone
Could,
sponsor me, please?
could be your headphones, John. Nah,
Shout out to
nah.
J Beats.
Shot J Beats. Like you said, Oos, the show's only beneficial when everyone's involved and jumping in the chat,
Yeah, and
asking
you're
us
as good as
questions
our
or giving us
yeah,
feedback.
100%. We built this for I guess everyone out there, not only just for us. Um, oh, and one thing I wanted to bring up too is how there's a grind behind this. Oh, there's a grind behind our podcast, and at times the boys, we have a debrief to talk about, the podcast and are we moving in the right direction, and then we get like I guess negative answer. Oh, negative. No, not negative. We get comments from people out there that
Constructive
um
feedback.
yeah, yeah, and and then it always brings us back to the why we're doing this, and then
Yeah.
more most of the times we get more positive feedback than negative, if you say that. Like we get people that are first time viewers, and they come through and they say, hey, look, this is good, and this is what we want to hear. But also, sorry, we're going back to I'm going off course. Go back to why we do this. The bigger picture is not about us, not about myself,
Nah, bro.
Swanky,
If
Muffy.
anything, I hate going on lives, bro.
Bro, fuck. You have
When
this
we
plan.
first started, so I didn't want to do this at all.
We had this plan from the get go. Oh yeah, yeah, we'll run a podcast, And there's an easier way of doing a podcast is doing an audio without any cameras. And what did we do? We we ran it straight and it started off with a live, and now this is where we are. We're running it for the second season, and so all that just comes down to we appreciate everyone tuning in. We appreciate you guys commenting, and that's what we encourage. We encourage you guys to join in with us. Although our stories at times go off on a tangent, goes down a road where it makes and to be honest, we want to make it that weird and uncomfortable just so we can get the true, I guess, story behind it. When we
For
get
sure, and it just goes to show, like, we're not professionals at this at all. We're just three fellas, mate. We're just sharing our stories, and hopefully,
you guys would like to join that
yeah,
and share your stories. We
yes,
double
sir.
like so yeah. We're not professionals, but we do this all the time because we get good feedback from you guys. So yeah, continue to do that, and we'll try bring you some good content in the future.
We'll try to read a book and school up on some things.
We'll try to read the nursery rhymes behind here. I've read all of them to the kids, and they still don't understand. But yeah, thank you, J Beats and Mikey for commenting.
Mikey.
Oh, so it's a delay shot. Can't really do anything about it. Sure, Roos. But if you got a spare mic,
Sorry, the Wi-Fi's been an issue since the beginning.
Also, J Beats, congrats on your 100th. Is it training? I just seen the post on Insta with what's that gym day? Is it CrossFit? No, something 45.
F45.
F45. Yeah. A huge achievement from the host, and he's done I think maybe 100 sit-ups. 100.
Does this mean you can eat no more food, John?
Nah, man's grinding hard. The man's like, bro, he's the man. I think I should take some inspiration from and stop eating the takeaways. Like, shout out to Josh. Oh, my man.
Oh, Josh.
Mr. Toms.
Hey.
You also? But anyway, without
I haven't seen Josh in ages, bro.
Yeah, I've been on late, so I've been seeing this guy.
Is he on late?
One of the. Well, yeah, I have.
You on late, Josh? Josh, are you on late? Still haven't visited your man cave, bro.
And also the house he's building in Samoa.
So, yeah.
For those who don't know, Joshua Toms, we work with him, and he was our boss. He's got too much money.
Money.
Help us out. But yep. Without further ado, we'll just move on to a topic that kind of happened recently, and I'm just going to paint a scenario. So hopefully you guys, at the end of it, you guys understand, and hopefully we can talk about it and as a safe. So it starts off with a close mate of ours, no names, or what? Or should we give him a name now? No names. It's to do with work, so his job. So he was called from his HR to do extra time at work.
True.
To do extra time at work, and there was an agreement, and I guess noted down, and they agreed. Both parties agreed that yep, I'm gonna stay back for at least 3 hours. We'll say 3 hours. And then during that period of 3 hours, this person had to move to another site. You would say another site to finish off his job. He then moved to another site. Done his job, stayed back the extra 3 hours, and then that was all said and done, finished for the day. He then gets a phone call from his boss, the boss saying, "We heard a little story that you have gone home in between those 3 hours and not actually done what you were meant to be doing. And within that 3 hours, a little birdie has told him, uh, this friend of ours didn't know what the hell was going on because so many days passed in between. And I was like, okay, what was the issue? And he goes, oh, this little birdie told me. But I want to throw out to you guys, is it okay for a boss to say a little birdie? Yeah, we'll use that reference as a little birdie. Sorry, move on from the story. Is that the boss then said to him, we'll be deducting 1 hour off your pay.
For real.
So that that contract between him and his HR was set. And now the boss has come back and said to him, oh, we're taking that hour off you because we don't know what you have been doing within that 3 hours. Does that make sense to you? Sense to you, Swanky?
Sort of, sort of.
To move forward with this, from my point of view, or from where I'm sitting, this manager had only little information about what was going on throughout that day.
He probably wasn't even on that day.
Yeah. So, sorry to run it back. This manager rang him as soon as he started shift, and said, from the get go, he said, the extra 3 hours you've done that day, we are now taking an hour off that day, or that off your pay. We're deducting that, and then because he said a little birdie has told him he went home during this period. Now, yeah, like I'm kind of stumped as to what was that?
No. Go ahead. I was going to drop my thoughts on it, but
yeah, I'm kind of stumped as to I don't know, the legalities around how that's what happens when you read the nursery.
Can you spell it? Or write it down and Google it after the show.
Legalities. Nah, I'm just stumped as to how a manager can come in. A manager can.
This is our job, boss?
Was that?
Is this at our work? Is this our job?
Can't confirm nor deny whether it's happened at work. But it's a scenario.
Job? Oh, it's a scenario. Oh, okay.
Yeah. But you know, what do you think, Gus? And I think Swanky knows half of it, but he can explain, I guess, his version. If it doesn't make sense, I don't know your version of the event.
Bro, all I know, like, if that was at our job now, like, once you made the agreement, that's it. Like, that's final, right? Like, after you have agreed on extra work with HR, that's final. For that manager to run it back and say, we're going to take an hour off.
Yeah, nah, 100%. So if you've agreed and you do work past that time,
you've already worked, man. Because you're already. Nah, it's fine because you already agreed with HR. So that's fine.
Your yeses should be yes, you know, not a yes and then come back and maybe we'll take that off. If you want further information on the scenario, just type it in. I might have or may have missed some, so I can explain it a bit more. But if you can ask me, yeah, just jump on and post. But yeah, like you said, Swanky, your yeses should be yes because you agreed.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
agreed
yeah.
to do that.
Because we have the right to say yes or no. I think any job has the right. You can either accept the extra work or say, "Nah, I'm gonna do my hours and go home."
Mm.
So for me to accept extra work and agreed on a certain amount of hours to be paid for doing the extra work, and then come the next few days and the manager to say, "Oh, we're gonna take an hour off you because we didn't see you for that whatever time." Sounds a bit wrong.
But in this scenario, apparently a person has snitched or reported
Snitches get
this person.
stitches.
He reported it,
Snitches get
but
stitches. Oos.
this person then asked for proof because to ring up and say without giving them no explanation, um, to say, hey, look, the day you done this, we're taking off an hour without saying anything. So in this case, like the manager came with, I guess, no evidence. This is my understanding. He came with no evidence to, you should, as a manager, this is my experience. Might be different to everyone out there, and I've never been a manager before, but if you're gonna come and dock someone's pay that they've worked hard for, doesn't matter if you didn't see that person. Well, again, this person did go on a break, but you're entitled to a break. Anyone is. Um, yeah, then your manager then comes up to you and say, "We're docking you." You didn't have to have all your evidence in play, right? You should have
Bro,
evidence before you like. Um, I'd get offended if someone says, "Oh, you weren't there for your." Hey, off the get. Good comment there.
Facebook. Who's that?
Let's see who that is.
Oh, just the person Facebook from Facebook just commented. You have the right to ask who the little birdie is, so you can challenge the rationale around getting this pay.
Yeah, that's my that's where I stand too. Like the manager, came and said, blah blah. You had, sorry, we're docking you 1 hour of your pay, because a little birdie told us you went home or whatever. But yeah, I just think he hasn't come to them like without like sitting down with the person. This person has rung, or the manager has rung uh, this party and said all this, but there was no evidence behind it. He never once said,
So
"Oh,
it's
we
just
seen
hearsay.
you." Yeah, like this is how I'm thinking. He,
Oh
he
yeah,
never once gave evidence like
yeah.
you just lay down the law straight away. Hey, we seen you. We actually seen you going home.
It sounds
We
like
actually had the evidence. Yeah,
the manager's being pushed to do something about it.
even
Hey,
that
you
too. Like,
reckon?
but if you're the manager going in and doing that job, first off, you should ask the question yourself. Like, what am I doing? Why am I going up to this person and asking them this question? You should have everything in play,
Yeah,
not just automatically assume this person did go home. Maybe he just went into his car, or maybe he went into his car to go to the smoke-free area, or maybe he went down
down the
the
road to the
road
bakery.
to the bakery, or maybe he did go home. I don't know.
But there's no proof.
Yeah, there's no proof
And this
unless
guy's
you.
tampering with my money.
Yeah, so you had no right from the get-go to dock this person's pay. Um, and then later on, I did find out that um, the accused, the accused,
Mm.
um, he had a good convo and said, um, I did jump in my car, but that doesn't mean I went home. I went to park my car somewhere else for some reason, and he finished his shift. And now he had evidence himself. He had evidence from another manager that saw him at work. And at this particular job, they must have like 10 managers. I'm not too sure. Who knows? I should know.
There's heaps train managers.
Yeah, but to go back, to go back on what happened before when this person agreed with HR to do 3 hours overtime. That should be said in final. If, let's say, the accused did go home and he did go home, then have the evidence to do it. Oh man, that's
I think
how I feel.
to make the people understand, like, what type of job is it? Do the person has to be? Is it like you have to be on site to carry out your duties, or is it one of those you run you work between like a service and you run this, or a machine operator, or you have to be on site for the whole time, or
well, from my understanding, no, you don't have to be on site.
Oh,
yeah. So it's certain times throughout his job, he's doing certain roles, if you would say, like certain roles comes at different times. So in this example, in this scenario, he had to be in a place at, let's say, the scenario 6 p.m. to run up and down to. You're trying to
because you gotta make the people understand, Sally. Because people think, oh nah, does he have to be on site? Is it one like or is it like a cab driver?
So he has a role. So basically like a cab driver.
Book jobs. So he's like
book jobs.
Gotta be here at a certain time. Yeah.
So for example, he had a job at 3 p.m. and then his next job was at 6 p.m. Between 3 and 6.
That's your free time, pretty much.
3 p.m. to run a shuttle from Bury to get from Bury to Manukau in the shuttle. If you understand me.
Shari.
Some would say he was on cover, but I don't know.
We can never confirm or deny these things. It's a scenario.
It's to protect the people and myself and me and my mates.
I love my job.
Yeah, so if you've got that little
that's true, Mike. That's true. Have those snakes.
That's happened quite a lot in our area of work, Ales. For example, people trying to stand. Or just mention. You want to throw Mikey's message up and
this one.
Yeah, and read it out to our podcast.
So Sean Mike T. He just commented, little birdies at work are the most dangerous people anyway to get ahead of others. That's
100%, man.
That's true. That's true. I don't know what that is, Ari. I don't know what's a cover shift, Ari?
But yeah, these there are so many people out there that did you hear?
That's Mike. That's Mike.
there's so many people out there that it's so true that they'll stand on anyone else to get to where they want to be. Doesn't matter if
That's
you're
in any job,
friends
eh?
and
Yo.
yeah, to climb the corporate ladder. But they get found out quite fast too. Because they want to do half this, half that, try to be friends with everyone, but get found out. So yeah, so that scenario, I'm hoping the listeners understood what I was saying. Because if you didn't, then it's just a waste. But yeah, so
That's the closest explanation we can give, eh? Like, you booked a job at 3 and at
yep,
6, and in between is sort of on call sort of thing.
yeah,
And in that
and
within that
I'm sure this
time,
person's yeah. I think this manager expected the accused to start cleaning the toilets at work, start wiping the floors, doing everything, and on site. This is my guess. Oh yeah, nice. Shout out to Swanky also. You want to chuck that up, and we'll read that out because it's a great.
so is this
Question.
a fake page or it must be the first? Swanky the first.
So Swanky also, what was the manager's approach like though? Was he being a dick or was he genuinely looking into the situation? I didn't think, from the information that was provided, I didn't think the manager had the evidence plus
Evidence?
sorry how he came
Yeah.
plus how he came across and approached through a phone call was that
Is this still a
he
scenario?
basically just yeah, this is the scenario.
Oh, so yeah.
Yeah, so he basically
So the
just said,
managers make believe.
you can call them manager, what do you call it, foreman, what other words are these?
Captain.
Yeah, because sorry to carry on with that question. Because if he was, this is from Swanky also. Because if he was to come at me, I never fold so bad. What so had? I never fall so had. Never.
You can't read.
You read it, us. My eyes are playing up.
Oh, yo. He just said because if he was to come at me, I never fold, so he'd never get his way, regardless of what he's trying to get out of me.
This me person sounds like the accused.
Find that page. Just find that page.
What was the manager's approach? Yeah. So what was the manager's approach like? I think he was coming across as a dick off the get.
Guns
Off the get.
blazing.
Yep. Came in, especially when you have no knowledge or
Put
no
my foot
information.
down. Yo,
Yeah. Like this is what's going to happen, and you have to agree with me. That's I'm sure was his
tone.
because the outcome of what he wanted. So he
Yeah.
said, hey, "Look, I'm taking Whoa. Okay.
It'll be it. Yo. I heard you went
Um,
home. I'm talking an hour.
Yep. That was it. And then
And then you go.
the accused was fired up. You know, from what I heard.
Was it? Yeah. Fired up. And
Fired
then he
up,
got fired.
let it out, and now he's at home because he was listening to me say, "Fight back, fight for your rights." And now I'm paying for his mortgage and his dinner because he
There's still
listened
a
to me.
scenario? Or was
Oh no!
inspired by
Actually,
true
he still
events
has his
this week?
job. Beyond belief, fact or fiction.
Oh, I got AR at the end of my
Have you
shift
found
this
out who it is?
weekend. Hope they, I can't even look. Who's.
Oh yeah, let me try find out who that is. Oh yeah, keep going. Sorry, Us. Sorry, Us.
Look at Ari too. Speaking
Oh
of
yeah.
that,
Speaking
speaking
of
of
that,
that,
Swankies.
are you okay? Shot Ari,
What's
bro.
your
What do
what's
you,
your take on that,
bro?
Us? What's
This
your take?
this campaign is a setup, eh? All right, like, because if they would say, "Are you okay?" and I'll go, "Oh, actually, I'm not. I'm going through this and this and this." Right? And it puts a spotlight on me, and then next minute I'm stress leave, medical retired. What do you reckon, Ari?
Yeah, what's their intentions? Like,
Because I
because I
don't
don't
know.
get
Yeah,
to talk. I don't get to talk with the IOK and
because I
the
pulled up
crew that came
on
down.
one of
Oh no,
the.
actually I did. I had but he was good. He just, are you okay? And then we went back to talking about every day. But then beginning of the shift, I think you're meant to be upbeat, but I was downbeat.
I was upbeat with the free coffee, but
Yeah, get that
to
high,
hear you
eh?
ask the
Get that
questions,
high.
I'm like, bro, come on, man. You guys come out of your rabbit hole once a year. But if we were to like just offload there and then,
Oh, so that person. Okay, sorry. So that Facebook user, the first one,
let me guess. Oh no, it's not.
was my mom. Was my mom. So the one about you have the right to ask who the little birdie is, so you can
Oh,
challenge
for
the
real? Shout out to
rationale
mom.
around.
Is it
The old
really a mom?
lady, thank you. Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah. Love you,
oh,
mom.
love you,
Thank you,
mom.
man.
You're out in the 274.
Let's go. But yeah, thank you. And then the next couple of questions were from Mr. Tusialofa, the one the Facebook user.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, yeah. So here's one of the he has. I got an AR at the end of my shift this weekend. Hope they try me.
Well, he's at the Strand,
Oh,
so he's bound to get caught in. Yeah. Sorry, Zen.
and
You got
sorry,
some
I threw you
empties
on the
to
bus
move.
there. I should have just left it at
No,
Uza,
no, no,
Facebook
no,
Uza.
no, 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 no.
Yeah.
Sorry,
So
Anthony. You getting caught in?
if you have any more questions about that first scenario, which actually happened,
Does
not
your
a
workplace
scenario.
have a "Are you okay" campaign?
Yes,
But really, it's a setup.
that's your opinion, right? That
Bro,
that the company has like some
so
hidden
what would
agenda,
they
right?
do though? Like, if you say, "Man, I'm going through this, this, and this," what would they do? What kind of support would they offer? EAP?
Yeah, like it's a tough one, eh? Because these two ways it can go. From what I'm trying to use as my experience, two ways
It's
it
like
can
the
go.
thing with
They can
the fatigue. Like they say, "Oh, just call in, and
fatigue
if you're
management, yeah.
fatigued, call in, say you're fatigued." But if we call and say we're fatigued, then comes the question: are we able to do the job?
Ooh, yeah,
See, hey, there
yeah.
is things. There's sort of
So
traps.
your your yes and no's during that time has to be watched, eh? Like if you think about it, if you say yes to like, are you fatigued? Yes. Are you able to run the service? No. Then it's already saying, you're already saying, you're screwed. So what's the company's stance
Yeah, the next
on that,
minute
right?
you're like
Like,
getting
where do
a
you lose
doctor
your
visit.
job? Like, yeah.
You'll be sent to the RMO.
Um, so shout out to Swanku also again. They'd even doubt EAP baskets. This guy's really fired up, eh? Really
What does
fired
this
up.
mean?
So, for those who don't know, EAP is like a counseling. Is it for
Yeah, yeah. The um,
counseling?
I think at the airport, the airlines they use EAP as well.
Oh yeah, So
as
basically, you
a
just go for them
support.
for if you're going through support,
Yeah,
something
yeah,
that's
counseling or
in it. Yeah.
like sessions and
So that's what that's what we're talking about EAP. Um, but then it then puts that person in a kind of a spot where the company might not trust this person again, right? Even if they give you all the help, you've then told them that you're fatigued, but you can anyone go. Oh, sorry, my experience. Like I get fatigued during the day, whether I'm at home too. Like just doing a lot of stuff around home for 8 hours, hard work, hard mahi. But if you think about it, if you're going to a job and now you're having to stay focused for the 8 hours, not 8 hours, right? Like 2 hours max
yeah.
at our job, and then let's say your manager comes up to you and say, "Are you fatigued?" You go, "Yes." Can you run your next service? You didn't say yes. But see, now you're in trouble because you're fatigued.
Yes, you said yes.
Yeah, yeah, because you said yes.
Have you ever met a
So
person that does shift work that's not fatigued?
that, yep, I have. Sorry,
Hey, hey,
what was the
chat.
question?
That's a chat, bro. Have you ever met a shift worker that's not tired, that's never fatigued?
Yeah, bro, that's a
I've been doing
great
shift
question.
work for like years, man. Like, there's always some sort of fatigue in there.
Yeah, definitely. Even if you've been doing it your whole life, your body clock is only. Sorry, again, speaking from my own experience. Like I can never get used to working night shifts. But yet, then when then they'll like your shift would then turn around. You go from late, and then you go
To
into
early.
mornings to earlies. For like 3 a.m. start or 4 a.m. starts. You're like, damn, the body doesn't like me. Like, oh,
After your third early,
bro.
are you okay?
No, I'm just saying.
Set
I
up,
don't exactly do this. I don't exactly do this. But let's
the
say this person like
setups.
closes one eye. Have a sleep with one eye. But that's crazy because they expect you to be a machine. You know, and your body will adapt to anything they put in front of you. But it does. It's not like that, eh? So this "Are you okay?" business. Um, yeah, I
Cause,
do agree
oh,
with
oh,
you. I do agree with
pardon.
you.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. Because even
But yeah,
my,
like keep going because what's your
because even
argument? Because
like,
no, no, no.
what
As in
happened?
like what, like how, like why they have hidden agendas. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, not hidden
Because you heard
agendas,
like
but then it
for
just puts a
like from
spotlight on
me.
you.
Yeah,
Hey, like you say,
yeah,
someone to ask you, "Are you okay?" You're like, oh, really? I got this and this going, and it sort of puts a spotlight on you. Like, oh, this guy's got
yeah.
some issues at home. See, how many people have gone through issues at home, Moose, and either they've left or they've been pushed.
And 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 also like to branch off into this. Are you okay? And the company can now use your social media. You know, like how about that example? Let's say again, I'm painting a bloody picture here. Sorry, and I don't like painting, but um, the company asks you, "Are you
Quite the
okay?"
artist.
And
Quite
you
the
go,
artist.
and you go to them. No, I'm not okay. And they go, okay. Talk to me about it, or can you run your next service? You go, yeah, I'm all good to run it, but I'm not okay. What's to say they go look at your Facebook page and
Yeah.
see like all the comments you made or posts you made about like, hey, look, man, it's been a tough 2 weeks, and it's getting even worse. And they can use that, right? They can use that kind of stuff in a case to kind of say, hey, look, he's not suitable for the role. Let's see if we, let's see if we can get him help. But their help is to kind of, move you away from a certain role or, get rid of you, right? Like, you understand me?
Bro, that's the only way I see them doing it. I don't see them as support at all. Like, let's support this guy. Like, and
Yeah, bro. Like
he'll be.
that's how I'm thinking is that they can kind of use this against you, which I'm hoping, man. I always think of the good things that come out of stuff, but being in this company for this long,
To tick in the box.
mm,
Tick in the box to secure the next 10 years.
yeah. But luckily, I'm never fatigued at work.
I'm never.
Never.
If you know me at work,
I am on
Energizer
a high,
Bunny. Energizer. I just
wanting to
keep
always
going
do
and
extra for the
going
company
and going and going.
and going and always saying, "Hey, don't pay me. I'll work these extra 5 hours."
I'll go home and come back. Do the night shift. I'll do a split shift for you.
Hey, don't worry about it. I don't need to sleep. I'll just stay here. You want me to turn off the You want me to turn off the lights here too? Which now that's that's a little something that's going on with our lives at work. But how about stories about people getting fired with using social media? Because
Oh,
there's
bruh.
a and the scenario that you might come up with or that you can use, I might know it too. The scenario. Sorry, guys. I just had to.
Oh no, you might know it too. You
There's the
might be
bus.
all too familiar with it, mate.
There's the bus. Someone's over here. Here's the bus. Someone's over here.
The bus
On the
was in
train.
Northland. The bus was in Northland.
So, I don't know if you want to bring it up, but like only court stories or caught half of what actually happened.
Bruh.
Scenario number 2.
Scenario number 2. This is like, I think, early before they even. I think they just started drafting media. What's it called? Like
Yeah, what was that year?
media
Because they
responsibilities.
started
They just
using.
started drafting
Yeah,
them up. Um, yeah. What you could post, what you can't post on social media.
yeah.
And the scenario is someone got caught in Northland on social media.
Yeah. But in
But he was
defense,
supposed to be at work.
in defense of this person, let's call him John. Oh no, that's another. That's two. Yeah, let's call him John. John was up in Northland. A few photos emerged on, well, not few, emerged online at a particular game. Now, this is my own kind of scenario building, if you would say. And sometimes my scenarios, it comes true. It's
It's inspired. It's inspired. You're quite the artist.
and yeah, so photos emerged online. Now
Yeah, bro.
I want to ask because you have the full the story because you know this person personally.
Oh,
You know him
personally.
personally.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah. Um, what was the reason why they actually looked at at this person at this person's
Just because he called in domestic.
wow, calling in domestic, eh? But
Domestic.
For domestic leave, who does that involve? Obviously not yourself,
Yes, sir. It's
or
your
just throwing it out there.
dependents,
It's
right?
not
It's your dependents, right?
dependents. So,
Yeah.
your kids,
Or whomever you are caring for,
yeah.
other than yourself.
So
Like
you would
everyone
call,
else.
you would
Yeah.
say, someone in your house because you're looking after them, right? Like everyone in your house, whoever lives there. Not,
Yes,
I'm
sir.
not saying visitors, right? But correct me if I'm wrong. Chat, correct me if I'm wrong. Sorry, we pause because we like to read our comments.
Yes.
So yeah,
This must be from
yeah.
the
So
first scenario. Well,
oh, okay,
has to be.
yeah.
Yeah.
So the accused in the first scenario,
Mm.
he never faults.
Wow, you're a good artist, mate. How you paint these
I
scenarios is
just man.
inspired by
If you want
true
me to
events,
tell
eh?
you tell you a story. Oh, but yeah, back to the second scenario. Domestic covers your dependents, right? People in your household that you care for or you look after.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the story I got was that the company took John to a warning. Is it? It was a final warning,
Jack, none of that.
maybe. Yeah, we'll see. No warning, and use the media or social media. Sorry, use social media as a platform to fire someone because this person was supposedly at a game up north on a supposed date. But
Yes.
we all know,
Yes.
that when you
We all
post something, you post it
could
a
be
few days
Photoshop.
later, or
Oh yes.
yeah, you could post it. No, you could post it like, for example, you can Photoshop. That's what I was gonna say. But you don't.
No,
You
no,
not
I get it. I get it.
not every day people post like on the go. Like I'll post something tonight. Some people post the next day or the next day after, or or so forth. 5 days later.
Yeah, that didn't happen.
Now the company, yeah. Now the company has grounds to say that no, you rung in sick on this day or domestic. Yeah, use domestic on this day. Now we
There's
seen you
photo
at
evidence
a
of you
and
sports
now
event.
you got photo evidence. Yeah, sports event. That doesn't
So
mean shit
bro,
from my
being it was like
because I heard you were you were the delegate too. You were there. You were like you were the person. So because I just want to
I
get
was fighting.
a
I was
real
fighting.
life.
I was fighting.
Yeah. Oh no, you were the delegate. You were the what do you call those people? The you when you're allowed to take someone in to a
Support
meeting, it
person.
doesn't have to be a delegate. So, there we go. Let's say you were the support person.
Yeah.
Let's say.
Good scenario, mate. Good scenario. Good scenario.
Yeah. So how was it? Like does the company have grounds or do they just here's the bus? It just
Bro, like, oh, bro.
because you would have felt you would have felt
Because
the vibes if you were that person.
if this Z person had like a good, is it record? No
Yep.
warnings, no previous warnings or whatsoever.
Yep.
Should have at least got one of those, right? Oh, I would think.
Oh, what I would have thought that too. If his record is clean, why was there ever need to go that far and say, "Look, mate, you're gone"?
Yo,
But understanding, like just to put it into perspective, this company is quite it's quite a big company in New
heavyweight.
Zealand. If they want you gone, and let's say they're wanting to get rid of you, and I'm not too sure if this person was in their firing line. Obviously not, because the man had a clean record. You know.
Uh huh.
So for the company to come through and say, "Hey, we've got all the evidence here, and
That,
this is all
that
we
person
need."
must have got used as a made an example of, right? You know how they
Yep.
always got to use someone as an example for the others.
Yeah.
Because,
Yeah.
like I said
To set
before, they just
the
started
tone, eh?
drafting. Yeah, they started drafting social media responsibility thing.
Yep. And then that, yeah, man. Like I just talking to like a commoner like myself, and from where I was standing, like I didn't think there was grounds to let this person go, especially with the amount of the work ethic and the amount of what do you call it years he's been at this job. You would have thought, okay, slap on the hand. But like you said, you were there. You're the
It was
support
tough.
person.
It was tough, bro. It was tough.
Yeah, you could have you probably felt the fire in that person's fist, eh?
To be
Was
honest,
the
bro,
fire
I don't think
raging?
that person ever thought he would go that route as well. You know?
Yeah, yeah. Personally, think I thought that's another bullshit call. We're calling a lot of bullshits tonight, and the first
Man,
scenario was bullshit,
I hope the
and then the
chat is
second
following
scenario,
along because we're like,
chat is
what do you
being
call it?
quiet because they're
Redacting a lot of
understanding.
information.
The chat is following along, and they're like,
Are
they
you
want to get
following
involved
along,
in this
chat?
because the HR
He's
because the HR might follow them. So they might go, I
some
see you on the
HR
For
and
the Boys
lawyers.
podcast commenting. I see you on there commenting on there For the Boys podcast. Don't listen to those guys. And I seen your comment. You're fired. But like, if they created what a social media. What do you call it? What was that thing you said again? To do
So,
with social media?
like your responsibilities
Yeah.
when you're on social media while working for that company.
Yeah.
What you were allowed
Your
and not
role
allowed to
is
do and
to.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, your role is to, and not talk to media. Like for example, for an hour, or if something happens on the trains, we're not allowed to talk to social media, any news or media. So that's our role. If something happens, but it's crazy. It's crazy how is it because you're brown? Let's bring that.
Who knows?
You're the first brown person to get. This person was the first brown person to get. Because you were this person was made of.
This manager was fairly new as well, so maybe it was a thing for him to leave a
Oh,
mark.
personal.
You know?
Or
Yeah,
was it personal? Oh,
yeah.
but we wouldn't know if it was personal because
Yeah.
you know. Let's hope it's not personal. Let's hope he. But if he used the book, for example, he used the letter of the law. It's crazy to think they can do that, right? They can use social media, and from this date, this happened. I don't know, maybe 6 years ago, 7, 8, 9, 10.
I'd say so.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. So let's say 10 years. Let's say 10 years. Shit, like we've come a long way from that 10 years, and now we can't do this. Whoa, what they will use this against us? What if this
Yeah.
job uses this against us and say, hey, this fits the scenario. The scenario one fits the same thing that happened in this job. Ooh, and now I'm in that job. Ooh.
I'm so lost, bro.
No, I'm just saying, like,
Man,
how
I hope the chat
social
is
media,
following because I don't know where we are, G. Oh, a lot of
and that's how
redacting.
we keep the chat going.
Short chat. But yeah, man,
But
social
anyway,
media is an
with
act.
Yeah, bro. Fuck, straight up. If just remember, don't post on the same day you called in sick.
Chat, listen to be learned. Uh, when you call in sick, stay off social media.
Yeah, stay off social media, eh?
Stay off social
Because
media, mate.
it's no good for you. No good for you.
Unless you're
It's-
unless you're checking out For the Boys page. That's all good.
yeah, yeah. And you're sending us messages and on how to get away with it. We don't
The
know
life hacks. The
because
life hacks.
yeah, we could reach out to those people that have gone through it. We might know them. We may.
Are you okay?
Are you okay? Yeah, chat, man. Have you guys? Do you guys have
Bro,
like something like
back
that
to that are you
at your job?
okay propaganda, bro. Like what's up with that? Once a year. That's why they came out today, was because it was a year, eh? Or whatever. The birthday of the program, I don't know.
I think they got to be seen as to this.
They
It
need to
was
come out if
successful.
they're honest about it. They need to come out more often. Like be genuine today.
Yeah. But in saying that, I had one of the boys that was running the where we were, we're stationed is Wiri,
Oh fuck, we
our
sound like
depot.
we're in the army.
They also uh if you see my body, yeah, you know.
Such an artist.
But yeah, one of the boys that was part of the IUK, like this is normally how I talk to him anyway. From rosters, um,
Oh,
and he's always there. So like he did ask me, like, "Are you okay?" But then it became a conversation anyway. Like just nothing happened. Like it wasn't the "Are you okay?" Program that was
oh
in
yeah.
front of his mind, I guess. So yeah, like I'd understand because, but in saying that, this person, like I always see him around, so I guess
I had
he's doing his job. He's doing his job,
yeah,
but
taking the
then you
bus.
see, yeah, you see other people from head office. If they want to be a part of the program, you got to make yourself available, like you said. Come down and ask it tomorrow. Come down and ask it on Saturday or Sunday that the days that we work, or
Hmm.
come in and ask us when we're doing a late shift from 7 p.m. to 3 in the morning. Come and ask us at 12. Are you
Yes.
okay?
Come and ask us between the times of 3 p.m. and 6 p.m. when we're like in that gap, and we
Yeah.
can
So
either
this
go
person
home
will
or
have
stay at
evidence.
work.
The scenario one, you can have evidence
Scenario
from
one.
"Are you okay?" It's a scenario one. Man, I fucking hope. Sorry for the swearing. You guys understood what I was trying to get at that first scenario, man. Because if I'm gonna go back and run it back, you guys are fired, bro. You let me go on with that with some stupid scenario. Nah, yeah. That "Are you okay?" Like,
See, I got asked by someone that I already knew their backstory and what they're going through, and he knew what I was going through or was going through. So it was like he was asking me, and I'm looking at him like, dude, we both know. Like, like, dude, you already know what I got. I already know what you're going through.
yeah,
So it's like
yeah, 100%. So you're like, why don't you
it's
just
like,
use that same thing we had before? You know what I'm going through, and like just say something. Not like beat around the bush. Like if I was going through something, if I was going through something, and this person knew that I was going through it, it'd be more personal. If I go, hey, look, how's everything now? Would that be more approachable? Like if I said to you, and I knew what you're going through right now. Let's say you're going through some family trouble. That's the third scenario now. I'm not painting any scenarios. As an example. But yet this person comes up to you and says to you, "Are you okay?" But you damn well know that I'm going through
yeah.
family trouble. So is this program like different to asking? Does that then put like myself in a situation where maybe what I'm going through is not okay, but yet you don't want to say it. Like you are not okay mentally because you're going through something at home, and now this so-called person is actually, oh, how are you okay? But this person knows it as well. What do you do? What do you say? No.
bro. You just give them the generic answer. Like, yeah, I'm all good, bro. But really, right?
Mm, yeah, 100%. Yeah,
Because
that's
if
that's
this
that's what
other
I'm
person
gonna
is
do
your
too.
manager or your boss,
Yeah,
hey, right?
yeah, yeah. That's my take on it. Like if this person knows, then I think it'd be
Because
more personal.
I was thinking about the Are You OK campaign thingy, and then one of my colleagues approached me as well, and they go, man, this. He said the same thing I was thinking. Like, oh, what if we do say we're not okay? What happens then?
Mm,
Just a
yeah,
spotlight, and then
but it's nothing. Like I was trying to get personal with the other person. You know, the person that's asked. But if you think about it, these guys are just trying to do a job, eh? You know, it's not like at the end of all that, them asking you this,
yeah,
they're just doing a job.
yeah, yeah,
They're
yeah.
just this person could be the best person to you in real life, and you guys get on
Yeah.
like 100%.
Ticking
You
in a
guys are
box, you mean?
boys. Yeah, ticking all the
They're
box.
just
You
there to
guys are
tick the box.
brothers. Yeah,
Yeah.
and then you have and now they have to put on a face, a different face, and say, "Hey, bro, are you okay?" Yeah, bro, I know you. What are you talking about? What the hell are you talking about? I'm talking shit, bro. Take off your t-shirt and we'll talk properly. Because now he has a face and a t-shirt that you're not happy. I'm not okay now.
Especially when the t-shirt's tight as it.
Especially when this person I was talking to was very extra small, but yet his muscles are big too. So can't
See,
complain.
thank you to the Swanky Uso person. I want to
Oh,
know
he's
how you
been
got
on
your name.
fire, bro. He's been on fire.
Well, you commented, to be honest, I think it's all promo and marketing until someone actually says I'm not okay, then what?
Yeah,
Yeah,
bro.
man. That's what I'm thinking.
Yep. Thanks,
That's,
Swanky Wilson,
I,
bro. Man. If we had a giveaway, we'll give it to you because you've been active.
I don't know. He doesn't have a photo on his profile. Looks a bit dodgy.
Uh, can you reveal who you are?
Or he just in yellow shirts. As a
Yeah,
business,
bro.
I
That's
think
definitely it,
or
eh?
automatically doubt you off the bat until they actually. This this sounds like it's coming from the depth of this guy's chest. Like in there, like this comment here, like
It's like he's got fire behind him, bro.
yeah, it's got like so.
Man, it's like my eyes are sore. My eyes are sore because it's burning. It's on fire. There's post. But man, that's one way to put it, though. That's one way to put it. It's maybe like we don't know. We don't know. Maybe there is someone out there that actually said, "Nah, I'm not okay." But I want to see. You know, I want to see what happens to people that say, "Are you? I'm not okay." I want to see it. Do you want to see it?
Yeah, of course, bro.
No, because I don't want to get I don't want to get done for saying I'm not okay. And maybe on that day they asked me, I'm not. I'm actually not okay. What do I go through? I don't want to get thrown under the bus or put through the ringer. And yet I'm just not feeling okay for that day. Maybe they have like
But why do
other
okay?
questions.
Now I'm
What did
just
they
like,
ask you? Was it just are you okay? What was the question? Like,
that's
because
it.
you went
Are
through it,
you?
you got asked, right?
Yeah, that's all they ask, bro. Like, are you okay?
And what did they
Last
do?
things.
Look for your name, ticked you off. That's it.
Shook my hand and gave me a caramel latte.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I got a caramel latte out of it.
Did you give him a hug too, or her a hug?
Oh man, I took a photo. So I hope it's not gonna be on the app.
Ooh.
I don't want to be the face of "Are you okay?"
Some would say, that you're trying to grease up. Was that your intention to put your hand inside someone else's pocket so you can get the breadcrumbs? And
Conspiracy. No. Oh wait,
but
wait. See,
oh yeah,
why are they? How can they run this campaign? Man, do you remember one of those shows that had a incident down between Phuket and Kura? How his number one complaint was the company doesn't do any more than the standard EAP three free sessions.
doesn't do more.
Doesn't
Doesn't
do
offer
any
more.
more after that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So why do they do this "Are you okay?" campaign when
Yeah,
they can't really um, support the drivers more? Or
yeah. Drivers
whoever goes through
TMs
an
because
incident,
you know. Mm.
right? Right, chat?
And again, guys, yeah, definitely.
Because that was his number one
We're
battle,
just trying
right?
to we're just trying to find out because if you see for a company to come out with a program like that, for example, Are You Okay, and then to sweep it under the rug for the next under a year, and then to bring up their program for a celebration of a year, a celebration a year past, let's bring it up again, like that. That shouldn't be a yearly thing. It should be an everyday thing. Like, is that fair? Is that fair to say? It shouldn't be a yearly thing. It should be an ongoing thing from start to when you ever finish that job.
It should be, bro.
More, more should be done. More should be done.
It should be. And you see in the health and safety board, they put up little daily quotes, like
Mm.
trying to inspire you or some shit.
Uh,
Oh
man,
snap!
the
Looks like
fire
you
is
also is
coming
going
faster and
Sunday.
faster. There's a fire. Okay.
Oh,
That first one was in reality managers.
are you gonna read it?
Yeah, in reality managers ain't bothered about you as an individual because they're too busy worrying about their own bums. Speaking about bums, now remember workplaces are remember some workplaces would say the less they hear of you from fuck you can read those. My eyes are
Oh, I was going to understand. You just finished work.
fatigued.
Fatigued. But yeah, the comment says, remember some workplaces would say the less they hear of you or from you, the better you are doing at work. So what the less we bother them or tell them how we feel, the better for them.
Mm,
And then the
that's a
next
good one.
paragraph, it's all marketing and pretending to care. LOL.
Mm.
And the last paragraph of this novel, managers love to move up the ladder and brown tongue and to how where they are. These little campaigns are right up the alley.
Right up the alley. Mm. Oh man, this person is really fired up, isn't he?
Fired up, mate. Fired up.
Really.
Short chat.
But yeah, thank you, Chet. Thank you for coming through, man. But I don't, yeah, like before we end that last topic, um, although it's good initiative they're trying to push. Um, in the past, these should be more done. We know you don't just throw out a program like that for a day, and then when you're ready, throw it under the rug. Because that's what we're trying to get at. Eh? If you want to do more, do more. Actually, be about it. Be
Be
about
about
that.
it.
Are you okay?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
sorry. Yeah, nah. Be about it because if you're not, this is how we're feeling. This is what you get. The reactions. The reactions is not always positive. Because why do we want to get involved or take part in something like that where we know it's just one of those things again, one of those things that come every year or come when they feel like they need to, or maybe it's something to
It's,
tick the box.
they come around when it's bidding time.
Yeah, and it seems as though, um, but my experience of this is like the brother that did come up to me actually took time, and he does that every time. He actually, hey bro, but he doesn't say, "Are you okay?" He just, hey, how's the family? Because that's our normal conversation.
Yeah.
But if it was someone else, let's say if it was some like again, I'm saying that like the same thing I said before is, what if it was someone else from HR that I've never seen in a million years coming to ask
Yeah.
me, "Are you okay?" I'm going, oh, have that same energy tomorrow. you know, have that same energy at nighttime when I'm working night shifts. I hope you come off that same energy because if you don't come off the same energy, then this is all a waste. We know from the chat, it's just all for show, pretending.
Rahada.
Show me the money.
That goes on top of I heard while I was doing my continuation training that they're trying to stop people from sleeping in our quiet room. But I thought that was the whole point of the quiet room. To have those micro naps or sleeps. Or what's is it micro or power sleep? Power nap. Should yeah,
Wow.
so in continuation training, they said
And what
they're
is
trying to put an end to
continuation
it.
training for those out there? Continuation training is just training, like a refresher. You just get told to
Yes, sir.
come in and you take you through a refresher. That's basically it. And there was talks in this particular training class, Swinky.
Yeah, bro. In my one.
Hmm.
That they're trying to stop
Yeah.
people from having a rest in the quiet room. But I thought the quiet room was a place for you to go shut your eyes for a few minutes before your next, quiet room.
But I don't agree with that because I don't know the legal background and what you do in your breaks. Like, sorry, I know that. I know you in your breaks is your break. 15 minutes, 30 minutes is your time. You can do whatever you want,
Yeah, show goes
right?
around the
You can
corner.
do whatever you want. What? Don't be an asshole. That's
Yeah, for sure. Only to regenerate. But they're even trying to stop that. They don't want you shutting your eyes at all. Apparently, it's a bad look. But who's looking?
oh yeah. So you gotta sleep with your eyes closed. Is that what they're trying to say?
They say get some eyes tatted on your eyelids.
Oh, so it's only to what does regenerate mean? I'm trying to look it up. Does regenerate mean
It's
close your
not
eyes? No,
degenerate.
does it? That's not me. What does Google say?
It's not degeneratives. Nah, yeah, there's power naps, right?
Degenerate.
And you wake up and you're like, oh man, I can run up Queen Street.
I can do extra hours for free.
Wait, why was the council in trouble for Queen Street? Did you read into that or not?
Nah, I saw it popped up. Nah,
Is it because of
nah,
the what's in front of Brenneman or not? There's something totally different. Do you know? Does the chat know?
nah. No ideas. Nah, does the chat know? Yeah, Swanky also should know. He has time. But yeah, nah, that's crazy though. Like how they can micromanage your breaks, right?
Bro.
Because like what like let's say, oh, is it only in the quiet room or the green room or anywhere? I'm not saying in public, but like, can you're not allowed to close your eyes
Yeah, you
in
can't
that
close your
quiet
eyes while
room.
you're driving.
Like, let's say if we're at another depot and we close our eyes there, is that okay?
Oh, see, I don't know.
Maybe it's not
The
right.
only room
Maybe
that
it's
was
not.
bought out was that quiet room because it's heaps of people sleeping there.
Oh, that's a great answer, because that's where most of the management is, and that's probably why they're thinking about that stuff, right? I'm not trying to back them. I'm just
What?
trying to like
Trying
make it.
to trying to see from whoever is trying to
Yeah,
stop it.
yeah. See from that point of view. But yeah,
Man, like you said,
I've done
man,
it,
like
but I don't like. To be honest,
outbreaks
man,
outbreaks
I've
are
done
our
it.
own time, so we're free to do whatever.
Yeah,
Right.
straight up. We should be. We should be free to do whatever we feel like. Whether we want to sleep, whether we want to eat, maybe we want to do handstands. I don't know. Up to you.
Ooh. Handstands around the corner. Let's
Nah, no,
go.
I don't think. No, I don't think we can do handstands, because then we'll get hurt. Then the company will say, "Why you do handstands?"
Doing handstands when
Giving
you
it
know
a
you
go.
can't do handstands. Look
I'm
at you.
leg stands.
Look at you.
Oh shit. Anyway, it's been a great chat tonight, guys. Man, thank you for everyone thank you to everyone. So that's joined in on our chat, and has taken part on our like, you've taken part in our podcast. You
Yeah, bro.
it's like you're here with us, and the questions that we do read out is not to it's not just to, not shame you, but it's just so for our podcast listeners in the future, they do jump on and get a gauge on what's happening with us on this live. So yeah, man, shout out to the chat and those that have joined in throughout our show. Um, we try run for an hour, but if the chat goes longer, we have fun with it. So tonight's episode was just a catch up on what the boys were doing, on how the boys are doing as well. Uh, we don't have Muffy here with us. He's, like we said at the beginning, he's keeping Auckland moving. Um, we're just a bunch of boys that wanna spread. I'll keep this podcast as a safe place for you guys. Us, you back
So,
on tomorrow? You working? You got mahi tomorrow?
last day tomorrow. Then have the
Last day
weekend
tomorrow.
off.
Yeah, I'm back tomorrow too. These late shifts, hey.
Are you
What do you
looking through the
prefer,
weekend?
late, earlies?
Man, I like a good rotation. Because I don't mind the lates.
Yep. Yeah,
But I
that's me
love
too.
earlies. But,
Yeah,
yeah.
I like
It's
the
winter
rotation,
time.
but yeah,
I want to sleep in some time.
that's it.
So a good rotation is good for me.
Most, like, back to fatigue. Majority of the time you're trying to get those 8 hours of sleep, but in reality, it's hard. Well, not hard. You don't. You just,
You
life
don't
gets in the
at
way.
all. Is there?
Yeah, life, and just part of life. So yeah, same. Oh, I'm back tomorrow, but on late, working the weekend, off Sunday. So not long to go. Anything planned for the coming weeks also? For the coming week?
No.
Oh, also, yeah.
What?
Yeah. No, no, no.
Go ahead. Go
Sorry.
ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I just want to plug in our next guest for the 6th of May. I think it is Thursday,
Yes, it
6th of
is.
May. Mate, it's gonna be a beauty. It's a beauty. Um, but we'll drop a yeah, sorry, we do have a guest for next week. Just so you know, stay tuned to
So then we got.
um
I'm not.
some.
I'm not being build-ups, but we got some good shows lined up. Eh? Like interesting shows. Eh? Like I'm not being build-ups to the chat, but I
Oh,
reckon
definitely, also, man.
we have
We've
some
got
good guests coming.
some some man. Like last year, everything, man. It's been good because the guests that are being they're willing to jump on and share their journey. But when you think of the caliber of guests that do come on, every guest is like, oh, which like when we had a chat with Cams, and then which guest is your the best? It's like it just keeps getting better and better. People are
Yeah.
setting the standards, and and it's also hard to say which one's the best because every
You,
guest came and brought something new. You know,
yeah. Yeah. That's it. You keep learning. Eh?
so
Different
every
guests
time,
brings
and you just
a
don't
new
know how the
perspective.
episode's gonna go,
Yes. That's why we have the
and
guests.
we do look forward to our guests coming on because they man, it's that it's that feeling of uncertainty and how this because we want the show to go well as everyone else wants it. Well, we definitely want to go 100%, and when we have guests on, everyone's been amazing. So just look forward to we're just looking forward to our next guest, and like Swanky was saying, some very good ones coming up.
Should be good, bro. Because I don't understand the method she. Oh, I've seen her stories. This is Huskin
Yep,
Stone. Eh?
Husk and
Yo.
Stone,
Like
Husk
I see
and
that
Stone.
that cupping technique. Is it technique or method?
Oh, yo, yeah,
Like I want to ask what that does or how it's beneficial
yeah,
for
yeah.
the
That's
clients. I just see also Bobby crying a lot when he's getting massage. You know.
no, that's me too.
I need.
And if
Oh,
you've seen Bobby, he's quite a
fuck
big man.
Bobby's.
He's not
Oh,
one to fold as well.
oh, yes, sir.
So when you see the cis Husky and Stone, going to work, woo,
So
mate. There you go. Yeah. So it's at Husk and Stone. So I don't know if Swanky wants to chuck it up for us, and
I might get it wrong.
if you got any questions for next week, yeah, drop us a message. You know who we are. Got the lads on here, and yeah. Oh, and shout out to our boss,
Hello, boss. We clocked in, boss.
my little boss. We're
We
doing
never
we're
fold.
doing our job. Don't duck us, eh?
Don't talk us, please,
Don't
boss.
duck us. And I don't want to get a phone call. Why did you start late?
But next
But
week,
yeah, we've got some good some great
because I'm
talents coming
sure,
across, and
some people have opened up to her, eh? Like on
yeah,
that
man.
deeper level. I'm sure,
And how
bro. I can't wait, man. I can't wait.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
because it's
and
sort of like,
we've got some great news too.
oh no, the chat is going off.
This chat, eh?
Hey, next week.
Can you
Oh
guys
yeah.
bring
Boss,
the
are you?
bring
What are you doing?
yeah? Boss said he's gonna be on next week, so we have to come with some good behavior
Oh,
and not the
better,
bullshit scenarios we've been talking about.
better wear the uniform.
Yeah, so we got some, we should have some good news this week too. Um, someone joining our panel, our admin team. No names, but
Hey,
that's part of the good news, I reckon.
oh,
Yeah, it's been already the contract's already there, agreed on. HR
oh, fuck. I wonder
and
what it is.
Swanky also said, "Who wants to fight?" See,
Oh
this is
no,
what we don't agree. We made this place
we don't
a
condone violence, mate.
safe
Violence is
platform.
never the
Yeah,
answer.
come on, man. Swanky the First, is it?
He must have been those bot pages, mate.
Yeah. So
So
yeah,
guys,
Husk and Stone, if you want to read up, or if you want we actually advertised plugged in one of her giveaways too.
giveaways, yes,
Back
yes.
about a month or two back, and basically that's she's amazing at her job, and she's got great reviews if you go on her on the page, and
Bro, she's forever busy, man.
yeah, and it's bro, we're so lucky. We're so lucky to have her. She's actually
Join
pregnant
us.
too, so
Very grateful.
yeah, we're actually quite lucky to have her. Give time, and yeah, we might as well bring on. Well, the boss had to bring on Bobby too. Sweet. Yeah. Okay. Sweet boss.
Oh, okay, boss. I can't really tell if he's.
Yeah. Like,
That's
don't know if
all
he's happy
out.
or angry. Yeah. Actually, he's actually that just came across as the way that first
Yeah,
scenario. That
that's
first
it.
scenario.
Yeah. Guns blazing aims. Yeah. Bring on Bobby. No
It's a
LOL.
statement.
No. Yeah. That's an
Yeah,
order
yeah.
right there.
No, ha 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 ha, like the rest of them.
Nah, bro.
No, funny face, funny face, funny face.
Nah, this is not a
Smile, smile, smile.
light-hearted.
Nah.
Nah,
All,
nothing, bro. It's like
all business. But yo,
all
before we end the show,
business.
advice, or tips that you'd want to give to people out there also. Um, Basically, these are not advice or tips. Like I say, advice and tips, but it's just everyday, like an everyday something that you want to take away and give to viewers, chats, and future podcast listeners. Yeah, I always say advice, but I hate giving out advice
Yeah,
because
it's not, yeah.
who am I? Who am I? Why you listen to me? But it's just something that you can take away. Okay.
Oh yeah, I'll go with the same thing I said from season one is asking that question: Are you okay? Checking in.
Are you okay?
Yeah, man, checking in
Like,
with
are you okay
intention.
from like the job or?
Are you like not to tick a box, bro? Like we, like oh, I put up. There was a post on our
After we
page.
start talking about it, and then you come back and go, "Are you okay?"
That's all. Hey, Jesus! Don't come once a year,
But
all right? Don't you
no,
ever
no.
come
But
once
you,
a
yeah,
year and
yeah,
ask
yeah.
me,
You,
"Are you okay?" All right, be consistent.
but yeah,
Ask it every
you
Thursday
came with
at 8 p.m.
that same heat, that same vibe.
Yeah,
Yeah,
bro.
straight up
Just for no yellow T-shirt. Yeah.
hard. Nah, straight up. Don't come with that killer bees. Are you okay?
But for real, those
But
asking that question: Are you okay?
and to and like one of the Usos fits from the
Yo,
275 episode actually get personal, man. Like what he dropped it actually resonated with me because we don't get too weird or uncomfortable, but that's how it should be. You should be uncomfortable if you not uncomfortable like the feeling of being grossed out, not that kind of uncomfortable. The uncomfortable part where people you want people to open up about something.
yeah, like the
Get
pride is
personal.
still
Like,
there, ego is
are you
still there.
okay? Yeah, yeah. So how's your mental or how's everything?
Yes,
So being what do you call it, personal, uh, weird in such a way that you get that person to open up because sometimes we don't ask the hard questions, eh? Because I at times don't ask the hard questions, like getting personal, like even if the brothers, because we always have something to say, but do we actually get down and dirty and say, also, I see you're going through something, and we should know that because we see the change in people,
yeah,
change in so actually asking Are you okay, bro? Sit down with them, have a chat if you have the time. And like Swanky, has said in the past, are you hungry? You'll shout, come, let's go. I'll drive
Yeah.
you there, but you use your wallet. Forgot mine at home.
Like, I want to ask the manager from scenario 1, are you okay? You know? You okay? Why are you coming with me with guns blazing, bro? Why, why are you asking me like that for, bro? Why are you docking an hour from me, bro?
When he asked you, when he said in that first scenario, I'm docking you 1 hour. Just start crying, eh? Like, what will happen if you start crying? What they gonna do?
That's.
I'm not okay.
I want to ask the accused as well. Are you okay, Us? Are
Yeah,
you okay for
that's
them
what you need to
docking
do,
an hour?
guys. You need to get uncomfortable with the way you ask these questions because not many people want to ask the straight up
Right.
questions. And
Fuck that ego and pride shit, bro. Because I'm sick of hearing
straight up,
when we lose someone to suicide, when you hear that, oh man, if he
yeah,
said this, like, oh, the questions that come after, but nah, man, we should have done better. We should have been more
yeah.
proactive.
And
Because,
to
like,
be
those who
honest, like,
fits, I keep going to this because, like you said, it resonated. Like, those who fits were saying,
mm,
it's us that are not going through it to ask.
mm,
Because the people who are going, like, the people that are in it, like, they're too,
yeah,
like, their thoughts
they're
are
not
too
they're
deep.
not worrying about anyone
They
else.
nah.
Yeah,
But they're us that are
they
not
they
going through it.
they're in their thoughts. They're actually in it. Like they're not having to worry about or think about other people. But yet when they do go through that situation, and studies show is that they're thinking about other people at that time too. Like they in that space. But you need to get in that get personal before hopefully you know um it doesn't lead to damage or and most scenario and those scenarios where we hear on or see on social media is that people take their lives. And that's what we're trying to prevent, and this is again another this is why this platform is made because I'd hate to see any of the brothers go through this, see us, and we're not doing our job properly because we go
Right.
on live and say it. Now we have to do it in real life. So, brothers out there, if you ever need someone to talk to, someone to chat, it
But it
doesn't
doesn't have to be
like
on the show, man.
remove this. Yeah, remove this show where this is what we're here for. Personally, this is how we wanna do stuff. As yep, check it up on the platform, but that's just a platform. We wanna actually know if you guys are okay out there away from this.
Yeah, man.
But man, it's been great tonight, boys. Especially the boys that jumped on our chat. Thank you,
Yo,
boys
thank you, Chet.
and boss, boys and boss.
Oh,
Yeah, bro.
don't get fired, Us. Don't get fired.
Yeah, this is
Thank you, boss.
I'm Teza.
I'm Swanky the second.
Thank you, boss.
Thank you.
This is for the boys podcast. Thank you, guys.
Please don't dock my money, boss.